It's been great to watch the journey of Top Cat. Is a much more slender feline nowadays. Christophe Lambert, who breaks off, and a typically excellent Christophe Lambert break. Cue ball a little bit loose than what he'd prefer, but all the power is there, and he does get the opening chance here in frame number 1.
We didn't really talk about Christophe when we were out in the studio there, but he's a player that doesn't get talked about as much for tournament victories as he should. Obviously, he has been a Pro Series champion. He's been the best player in France for a long time, and he is there or thereabouts. And I think he's due another title. And because of everything we said about Tom Cousins and coming over from America and having to chop and change games, I think he's got an opportunity here to really steal a march on him. And okay, Tom's always going to be the favourite, but I don't think it actually plays out that way here in this particular match.
Yeah, there's maybe a case to be made for some potential smart money on Christophe in this one.
I think so. Although he does have a challenging layout to start with. If he could get straight in on the one nearest the right-hand cushion, don't go in off. Oh,
he's going to be angled though.
Yeah, I mean, what difference a roll makes. If he was a roll further left, he can just drop it in, and then at least one of the 2 reds above the 8 ball goes to bottom left corner. And now he's in trouble. He's fully in trouble here.
Yeah, you can see the one nearest the triangle line, or you can just get to the couple by the 8 ball. That's a big help. So you can maybe play safety here. Oh, well, he went full-blooded, brave, but with an element of knowing the cue ball would stay sort of where it was.
He's actually had a result unless there's a gap to the one in the triangle area, which there might be here.
I think there is. I think it goes to left centre.
In which case Tom has a fairly routine out.
Well, we'd say ordinarily it's a fairly routine out for Tom Cousins, the way he approaches the game, the way he makes and has made these finishes look so easy. But I would put it to you that this one, just in the first frame here, is a tester.
Gets the first shot right, though, and it's almost margin on every single shot. And he hasn't quite got it right in terms of now he's just going to have to find a cue ball, whether he takes the one right centre or the one at the bottom of the table. But once he gets in line, he shouldn't have any issues, even though he's coming off as we talked about, struggling with a cue ball a little bit yesterday.
Well, we had him on the in Santa's Grotto after his match with Mark Fleming yesterday, and it was interesting. Tom was quite visibly not shaken, that would be overstating it, but was like, yeah, I really didn't feel comfortable and played really bad out there, so pleased to get the win, but sort of know what I've now got to do. And he said his plan was today to wake up early and go put a couple of hours in on one of the outside tables just to get his feel back. And one of the things that I do really like about these Rasson and Apollo tables, the reports that we've had from the players, is the sort of the gap from outside table to arena table has shrunk.
Yes.
Which is, I think, a huge thing for a big tour event like this.
I think it's what we all want to see, is all the tables playing the same, and we want all conditions to be the same. We're not quite there. We're probably, Ultimate Pool are doing great things in the game, but we're not there yet, but certainly moving towards it. But Tom, obviously, a lot of players come here and, it's a hobby. They obviously want to win, but it's a hobby. This is Tom's job. This is business, so of course he's going to get up early and stay late to do whatever he has to do to get himself in the best shape to play well.
Job done in frame 1 for Tom Cousins. Cut break for TC. That's interesting. And I wonder how quickly that'll last, because that is a disastrous break for TC. The whole point of a cut break is it helps you control the cue ball. Well,
yeah, that's really unlucky though. I mean,
it is.
He actually hit that cut break really, really well back into the triangle area and bumped into the corner. So Christophe with a chance, and this time it is a much better layout for him. Cue ball in hand, anywhere behind the line, but I mean, you go either way here and feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, this is the chance that Christophe would have been really, really hoping for coming to the table in this frame. Very presentable opportunity. Just get your arm going, get into the match, get on terms.
So going yellows, which would have been my choice as well, it was can you get on the one on the right-hand side first shot, and he couldn't. So it's when does he get to the one on the right-hand side, which is his problem. Now, if he'd gone reds, it would have been when do you come down the table. Certainly could have made a case both ways. Has he landed awkward here, or can he see the one to bottom left? I mean, I know he can go left centre, but that's a poor angle. Oh, he is down the table. He's okay. Okay, now we can get across to the one on the right-hand side. Be careful for the centre pocket if you're playing position. You might even be able to play a cannon here, which normally we would say is not the shot, but with these new tables, certainly a little bit more in play.
It's a lovely shot he's played there, though. The reports we heard yesterday from the players who played on this main arena is whilst it's playing really, really well, it's played very, very, very quick. So it might just take that tiny bit of adjustment just early on to get the feel for it. And I have a feeling that's not the greatest shot he's played. No, the bottom one passes, that's okay.
Yeah,
it's good.
He's in drop-in territory. Worked a beautiful pattern.
Yeah, really, really just great work from Christophe Lambert.
Took quite a bit of time on that first shot just to work it out. Knew what his problem ball was and knew he couldn't get there straight away. Knew how he was going to get there, and that was flawless throughout. Quite big to be dry. Lost the cue ball though. Very fortunate to keep it on the table.
Yeah, a little bit similar to his first break actually.
This is a good layout for Tom. How does he want to go about this? It's going to be... Could go yellows, but he won't. It will be reds. Yeah, I was about to make the case of where does the 8 ball go? Does it go top left? Because obviously you want it to go left centre, but he was on the 3 reds at the top of the table, so was he going to deal with the 3 at the top first and then come down? Obviously he's coming down first, so, which is clever.
Yeah, and it's that sort of archetypal top cap pattern, isn't it? It's okay, I don't like that, I'm going to deal with that straight away. And he almost plays not a jarring shot, but like makes a concerted effort to get down the table early. It looked, slightly off-piece to screw all the way down the length of the table to be where he was, but all of a sudden you now look at where he is, and it makes complete sense.
Yeah, and it's all about the 8 ball there. That was what made his decision, and my gut feel at the start was that if I was out there, I would have mopped up the 3 at the top and then come down. And, I'd have still expected to get them, but I'd have had to have played potentially a little bit of a shot to get onto the 8 ball if it doesn't go to the top left-hand corner. And Tom just makes the game easy.
He certainly does. And that is a 2-1 lead for Tom Cousins. Perfect so far, after giving him the big build-up that he's in awful form and is there to be beaten. He's looked pretty pristine so far.
Well, Stephen, you said it wouldn't be long before he changed. He's changed straight away. How about that? Huge power. To be fair, it wasn't that big a change. He's still come with the cut break. It just seemed to get a little bit more bite on it. It just meant the cue ball went into the pack area a little bit higher. But he hasn't got the best of layouts here. I don't believe the red is potable at the top left. I think the yellow blocks it. And the 2 reds at the bottom are awkward, so... And if he goes yellows, does the one below the 8 ball pot? Probably, but there isn't much room, and then you've obviously got the one right at the top of the table. So both sets have problems. And that hasn't quite come out as Tom Cousins would have liked. Which means he can manufacture this plant. I think he'd have to catch the first red quite thin, maybe half ball, maybe even quarter ball, which takes the cue ball up the table and leaves the red down the table. That's exactly what's happened. So now it's a case of how does he deal with the red by the yellow? Is there enough room? And then where's the 8 ball going? Probably can get enough running side on the red to top left to come off the top cushion and half ball the yellow, which solves the red top left. Just got too much side in, but it's come out okay. He wanted the yellow only, not the red.
Not exactly a bad result, though.
Yeah, it's just about okay. Still has the problem with the 8 ball, though. I don't know whether he can... If he can pot the one to top left now and really play it slowly enough to let it grip with spin, can he come off the side cushion and just get into it? I just don't think so. I think it's too thin. So playing it twice across. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Shot of the match so far. How close to the yellow did he have to get there? And it could not come out better.
Yeah, super shot from Top Cat. He's got a little bit of work to do here, though. A bit mileage with the cue ball, but there is space for it.
I think he'd like to have come down further, but I think probably more than anything else he decided to stay high rather than it being a short positional shot. Just means he has to find the line here. So it's a decent sized gap, but the yellows are in play. This has been the best visit in the match so far. It really has.
Yeah, high level.
Had to work very hard first 3-4 shots, but he was always working. He didn't do anything easy. Until they're open, he'll keep trying, and that is fabulous.
Surely not.
Oh no.
Wowee.
I thought that was dropping in for all money.
You just can't believe that's dry, to be honest. This one he gets so much power through it.
Look at the yellow. Look at the yellow in the corner there. Oh, rejected.
Yeah, once upon a time.
So we get to see the Tom Cousins brain at work again here. Almost certain it'll be yellows, but it's a case of the yellow nearest the break line on the left-hand side. Normally deals with his work early. I think he was trying to float the gap there and then play the 3-ball plant. Just got a little flick on the yellow that he didn't want. Means he's not where he was planning to be. He can still play the 3-ball plant, but not really in a controllable way. It's a lot thinner. Of course, he needs the red to come out the way when he plays it and the yellow to stay in play. He'll take that if he's got a shot down the table. The yellow passes the red to top left, which gets him onto the other yellow at the top of the table. Back end of the finish is there. Can he put one down the table? Mop these 3 at the bottom up. He can clip the one to bottom right. So he might clip this and then go up and then back down. cue ball will be working, but yeah, he'll take that. That one was a little bit short. He's got to really nip this, really get the spin on. Made it look easy. So much angle. Such a deft touch. And he's prime position here. Yeah, just drop in and don't miss the one along the top cushion and you're out again.
Tough school this for Christophe Lambert.
It's really is. It's horrible from Christophe's perspective, but this is just artwork from Tom Cousins. It really is. These last two outs, fabulous.
Yeah, it's been pretty relentless, hasn't it? Superb stuff from Tom Cousins.
Dry. This is where Christophe Lambert has to stand up and show that he's still in this match. Sat and watched 3 straight frames from the chair. Has to believe he can do the same thing. And it's not nice. It really is not nice here. Right at the bottom is a problem. Obviously, big cluster top right. Obviously, if you can get in amongst those on reds, you can probably unfold them, but I'm not sure you've got an opener. Apart from a 3-ball plant. So he's taking reds coming down the table to the bottom left here.
He's going to have to work quite hard here, Christophe Lambert. Nothing's going to come easy to him now at 4-1 down.
That was excellent, though, having sat in your chair for 3 straight frames to pull out that pot and position as well. Helps him if the red below the 2 yellows goes top left, because you can kind of get on a controllable plant top right, then go top left, and there's another plant available and you can kind of pick it apart. If that doesn't go, it just makes it slightly trickier. Still expect him to... Oh, he's going to go in and move them. I'm really surprised at that. He had 2 plants available in there, both of them gettable, and both of them would have allowed him to unfold, but he decided to play in, and it's really not worked at all.
Yeah, he's now in a bit of trouble. He still has a shot, but I think there may be a safety coming here. Or is there? Oh, Christophe, you naughty boy.
That's excellent.
That's a hell of a shot.
He might take another one here. He might take the one he's next to the bottom left corner. It's jabby and awkward and horrible, but if he pots it, then he's pretty good to win the frame from it.
Yeah.
I think he's absolutely straight, so it's not as bad as I first thought.
Oh, it's good, this.
Now, do you play into the red here, or do you play on the red and try and control them? I think there's value in just screwing into the red, moving it down the table. Could have done with it fuller. That's awkward now. If he catches it full, he stays on the red's top right, but the red he's just moved would be nearer the right centre pocket, and that becomes his connection to the 8-ball. Now he's got to play some really good shots here. He's telling us he likes the double, but you'd have to come twice across to get onto the red, and the 8-ball's in the way of that, so it might have to be the double. This
has the potential to make my Christmas naughty list if Christophe gets out from here.
We have been treated so far.
I think there's quite a lot going on with this shot.
Yeah, I wonder whether he could just follow it and get behind the 8 ball, but the way he was lining the cue ball up there, I don't think he can. Oh, he's short. He's going to kick at it, I think. He'll go close to kicking at it, you know. It's quite controllable, and it's the only way to sign off this finish. It really is.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Christophe is a fabulous doubler and kicker. He really is. He's one of the best on the series for me. He's looking at a kick double. His left centre pocket, I think. Oh, he got it. Oh, he got it. Well, Christophe Lambert with a little bit of va-va-voom for us on the Pro Series. That is a disgraceful finish.
Outrageous. Just truly outrageous.
And that would have been such a sad way to end what was an amazing visit to the table. And then he does that. I mean, wow-wee. Still having no luck in his break, though.
He hits this one badly. This is as bad as I've seen him hit a break for a long time. Completely mistimes it. Not sure that Tom has an opener here. I think he wants to be reds. Looks like he does. He has a couple of options down the table. And gets the one by the 8 ball. I think he might be able to get the one bottom left as well. Oh no. A shot has gone wrong for the first time in the match here for Tom. Not sure if he thought that yellow was going across and catching the red on the left-hand side, which would pop it into play more. It certainly couldn't have landed much worse for him. Tom normally attacks his bad ball at first opportunity, and he could have clipped the red in bottom right there and gone into the red and yellow together. He's chosen not to, so he's leaving this. This is against the sort of standard Tom Cousins MO, which tells me he's fairly comfortable with what he has to do with that red and yellow, but looks like it will be the shot that I mentioned previously in a couple of shots' time. The problem then is if he sticks on it, he's on nothing. Chose to play into it that way, and that's not worked either.
Or is he so thin on this red to the bottom that he can go back into it again?
Yeah, but it's a much tougher shot from here than where it was 3 shots ago. He might just pull back here. That yellow and red together are really awkward for Christophe as well. Yeah, he's pulling back. The only thing you have to say, going by Christophe's last finish, this is a roadmap.
Yeah.
He's not going to take it on. Play the percentages, and that's excellent.
He's played a great shot there.
Yeah.
Two-way shot. Get the yellow in the mix, but he's also played a fabulous cue ball.
Because he's got the cue ball so well, he'd love that yellow to have stayed another roll to the right-hand side so it went, and then that becomes his breaker ball as well. Because you expect Tom to get out of this. Oh no!
Oh, wow.
No, and he please tell me he's not left the 4-ball plant. Please tell me he's not left the 4-ball.
No,
I don't think he has, but it might be.
he might be able to squeeze something. He certainly didn't really want to pot that. I think he just wanted the reds to just sort of hold some territory.
No, I think that, yeah, he's looking at red off yellow. The 4-ball plant, I think he's hitting the bottom yellow would be on the right-hand side as we look, so it would go away from the red, so that's not on.
Oh, he wasn't far off, you know.
Christophe can just lost a turn back here. One good cue ball, and then he's got control of the frame.
Yeah, massive frame this for Christophe Lambert.
Anywhere near the top left-hand corner pocket should be fine. Just got to be careful to make sure you don't leave the thin clip, so make sure you get to the cushion. Make sure you get there. Yeah, perfect. Perfect shot. Didn't matter if he left the edge the other way around, as in he left the left edge as we look. Just couldn't afford to do it the other way around. Might have to screw this into the cushion and create the arc.
Ooh, he was not far away. But Christophe can go and win the frame.
Yeah.
Big moment this for the Frenchman.
Yeah, just taking his time on this first shot. Nothing to really overcomplicate this. He'll come down the table. If he takes either of the yellows to top right, takes the easier pot, he's going into the other one, which he won't do. Just come back for a cleaner look at it and get right behind them here, or can use left centre to do the same thing, but I think he should play up for the one nearest the right-hand cushion next. Go centre first to get better on it potentially.
Christophe Lambert is back to within one, and he will take a lot of solace, or he should do, try to.
Almost feels unfair when you see Tom Cousins cut break, because
it is almost like cheating, isn't it? It feels like.
You know, obviously a lot of people cut break these days, but Tom has arguably the best front ball break in the game, if not certainly top 3 for me. But that cut break is rude.
Yeah.
He's cut breaking with more power than I can front ball break with. That's the reality of what we're seeing out there. That's ridiculous. And because of that, he's got a very good layout. I think he's come a turn too far down the table. In a perfect world, maybe he's okay. Maybe he can just nip this. If not, he'll have to use the cushion. No, he can just nip this. Yeah. Just think he would have wanted to deal with the red nearest the left centre pocket. That's, even when it's open like this, you're always still thinking about which is the tricky ball. That is the tricky one. Which is why he's going to take it next. is absolutely perfect. Christophe Lambert gets himself back within one and thinking to himself, come on, just taking a couple on the bounce, just stealing a little bit of momentum here, and Tom comes up with this. Just an absolutely slam the door shut in his face, isn't it? What a brilliant visit to the table that is for Tom Cousins. This time it's a better contact for Christophe. Oh, the result's the same though. He's having the worst of the break right now. He's hit that one really well, deserved the ball, just like Tom did previously. He doesn't get what he deserves, and there's another chance for Top Cat. Red and yellow catch your attention in the middle of the table. I don't think he's got a yellow to start if he wants to go yellows. Maybe he's got the one by the 8 ball. Maybe. And then yellows maybe become the better set. 2 yellows at the bottom of the table, you'd have to land nice. And obviously the red and yellow together is bad for both sets. Oh, Tom thinks it goes, so it isn't as big a problem. Disgusted. He's come back 2 rolls short. He might not go from where he is. If he comes back, yeah, I think he had to come back past the straight just to be able to get to the potting angle. Certainly can't pot it without going into the red.
Might be having to play a very, very good shot here. Well, he has.
It's just, that was easy to him, wasn't it? Just absolutely knew what was happening with the cue ball off the red. He's not out of the woods yet though. He's still got to play that one good shot to get in between the 2 yellows at the bottom of the table without being absolutely flat on the cushion. He wants just that, almost a 1 ball's turn of angle. I think that one's a turn short as well, because I think you couldn't get there naturally, as in direct. You have to use the cushion to get where he wants to, and it would have been easier to have 1 more turn just to be able to control it a little bit more, get a little bit closer to his next shot. And you can see there he's too straight.
Yeah, he's okay though.
Yeah, just being picky. It's the #1 player.
Well, sure, I get that. It's to go on the hill as well, and it would really take the wind out of the sails for Christophe Lambert, who had a bit of a rally for a couple of frames. I think it's safe to say that Top Cat has nipped that in the bud.
He's looking at coming 2 cushions just to get better onto the 8 ball. If he just plays for it top left, he's going to leave distance. It's the safer way of playing it. That's what he's done in the end. He actually could get closer than I first thought.
Yeah, it's good clear thinking from Tom. You can see he was under a little bit of time pressure and he thought, you know what, play the right shot, back yourself.
Take the guarantee.
8 ball was never in doubt.
Former #1 making a return to form. Well, Tom's previous break was fabulous. This one he gets wrong. Catches this one too thin.
Yeah, but it's not a bad split though. He can probably count himself a little unlucky he's not made a ball. Because, I mean, there's balls flying absolutely everywhere. But Christophe Lambert gets a chance to cling on to the coattails of Top Cat.
I think he has to go reds here, but if he goes yellows, what's he doing with the yellow nearest the left-hand side cushion by the break line? But the reds are actually more awkward at the bottom end of the table than the yellows. But he's got a choice. 2 reds together, awkward. One on the right-hand side, and one at the bottom. He doesn't have a connector. So these reds, they look better than they actually are. This is going to take some working out.
Well, I think he's played an unbelievable shot to get the cue ball below those 2 reds, but yet one of the reds he's bumped out has blocked the line.
And the other thing that happens when you play, the only thing on the table that was stopping yellows from being good, he's taken off the table.
He's playing
first shot.
Is he playing the plan? No, he's all cut. He's played the plan. What a shot! Oh my goodness me, Christophe!
What a combination shot that is.
I thought my eyes were fooling me. I was like, there's no way he's playing the plan. Yeah, he is. What a shot, and he's landed straight on this red at the bottom of the table to make life difficult too.
Tony Holgate yesterday was talking about some ugly plants. That one was dirty. That really was.
How's a sexy plant? Oh, Christophe, I feel for you, mate. This is another one of those visits where he is having to dig quite extraordinarily deep. I think even Christophe Lambert, playing as well as he is and finding those shots, is going to have to pull back here, surely.
No, he's going. He's going. Full-blooded.
Is he digging this all the way in?
I don't think he's got the angle. Oh, he's come too far. Needs to be on the one on the break line. What is he looking at here?
I have the feeling he's looking at something.
How about that for a loss of turn?
Well, he's played two exceptional plants in this frame. That's an excellent loss of turn shot. It's a good white as well. He's going to ask Tom to go at these. It's a calculated risk. Christophe Lambert decided that he just couldn't keep on digging, lest he be digging his own grave in this match. So he's had to offer out a little bit of a carrot. I hope he comes back. Tom Cousins, though, is happy to hand the shovel back to Christophe Lambert.
Anything but an angle to break out the red on the right-hand side, and Tom was happy. I'm almost certain the double can't go. The overhead makes it look like it might have half a pocket, but main camera doesn't look on.
I think that yellow blocks it, surely.
Yeah. He can't get to it from this one. This is going to throw too wide. Pacey has to play it, so he can't get there for here. Here. Oh, he's overhit it.
I'll be hoping that double goes now.
No, he was trying to get the line he was on was perfect. If it stops a foot short of where he is, he's then perfect to play the cannon. He's just overhit the shot. It's half a pocket at most.
Yeah, at most. Yeah, sensible decision. Last time when he went to the table, I think there was probably a touch more hope. Now he's probably feeling quite up against it.
He'll be tempted to play the safety off the two yellows together so he can open them up. The risk is, if he doesn't get the cover, he could leave the angle to play the breakout. So a risky shot. Gets it right, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tom Cousins is going to have all the control in this frame. But How on earth does he get that yellow out?
Well, the question is, do you be patient or do you wait? Do you try and make it happen yourself? And I think at 6-3 up with 11:30 to play, just be patient. Christophe has to open up the little cluster when he plays his next shot. If that red's frozen to the cushion, that really hurts Christophe. If it's not, it's fine, because you can come off the bottom cushion dead weight.
We've not heard it called by...
And I think Christophe was just pointing out to make sure that Trish knew it wasn't.
It's a very good shot.
Red nearest the right centre pocket now makes the breakout a good option for Christophe. So Tom just has to be careful. He's lining up the pocket. Kick shot bottom left into the red and yellow together.
He's clinging on with his fingernails here, Christophe Lambert. 15-second shot clock now comes in. So I'm happy to be patient.
Yeah, tying up 2 yellows there, that's not the best of shots.
Yeah, it's good news, bad news, isn't it? He's played one element of it well, that being the cue ball, but he has tied up 2 of his yellows, which will just elongate the process. And so much so that Christophe's decided, well, you've got 2 yellows tied up here. Have at it. That could be actually a really big mistake from Tom Cousins, that shot. 15 seconds a shot, not loads of time to figure it out. Has he left it? He has. Christophe Lambert has got a chance. The value in clinging on. What a shot. How on earth has Christophe Lambert
It's just
got to here?
Just not given the frame away, is he? At any point, he just grafted.
Oh, he's perfect. That'll do. That'll do. If you'd have told me about 2 minutes into that frame when Christophe was going all out to take on an impossible clearance and then had to pull back, if you'd have told me he'd then won the frame, I thought, what on earth has Tom Cousins done?
Has he had a single chance? Maybe the opening frame of the whole match was the only chance he's had of his break.
He does have one of the most distinctive and recognisable breaks in the game. That was a bit more like it.
Same result.
Oh, and we're going to see my least favourite rule in all of international 8-ball rules. For me, 8-ball comes up, Christophe should have the next shot.
But there's 15 balls on the table, Stephen.
Yeah. There's dafter rules. And I will say, as I say every time, your goal when you're hitting the break is to make a ball. You are not discriminating what colour that ball is.
The good news for Christophe is that he has not left anything on for Tom.
Yeah, that's the end of the good news, because look where he is now.
Yeah. Be mindful of the clock here if you're Christophe. Just be mindful. 7.5 minutes. You can't allow this tactical exchange to last too long. And it shouldn't do with the layout here.
Oh, he's left it.
Yeah, that's the end of the tactical exchange. Tom can go.
Only ball he has to be really, really wary of is the one by the left centre pocket. He almost got caught out by the shot clock there.
I think the one he's next to does go into the middle. Obviously, the one to the left of that goes top left-hand corner as well. So he is going to go. It's just a case of trying to figure out his route. Oh, misses the first ball, though.
Was not expecting that.
Almost rattled by the fact that he lost the last frame and the 15 seconds a shot is just pressurising him. Well, that's not how Christophe wanted it to come out. He'd love that yellow to pop over the centre, but he still has an opportunity here to make it 6-5, and that's all he could have asked for.
Big shout out in the arena. Sounded like a, if my ears didn't deceive me, a Jordan Shepherd roar. The issue is I've not been following the score in that game. I can't tell whether it's good or bad news for him.
Well, he was 5-1 down, and it's now 5-3, so I suspect it's good news. That's gone wrong for Christophe. He was trying to slide by it. That makes it more awkward to access that yellow. I think he can get there again. Yeah, he can. This is the shot. This is the shot that can go wrong under pressure. Slightly hampered queuing as well.
He's a fabulous queuist. He's going to need to be. He's pulled out some brilliant shots in this match. Needs to make another. Does have his extension. That is helpful. Oh, heart of the pocket. Heart of the pocket. He's pulled off some pots in this match. Goodness me, has he pulled out some shots. For those who aren't familiar with the Christophe Lambert signature style, he is one of the very, very best shot makers in the game, and he does it with that trembling intensity on his action.
They're racing each other. Oh, wow. Wow. They were all racing each other into the centre pocket. Watch this, they all want to go in there. They all want to get in. And now we've got an interesting layout once again. Don't think he has a choice on reds. It goes yellows. The yellow nearest the left centre pocket's the problem.
I think you have to, you have to go yellows. You simply have to.
But you've got to deal with the yellow at the top of the table, then come back down to get underneath the other yellow. I mean, this is super high tariff at 15 seconds a shot.
It may well prove that his last ball is the yellow by the red on the left centre pocket.
He may look, he's got an angle here, yellow top left. He may look to come down and hit the gap. No, he's going to come down the table. I was going to say the red and yellow together. If he'd hit the gap of those or caught the red full ball, he would have just popped everything open.
Does that tell you that he's going to try and bump into this yellow and red?
No, that's what I mean, yeah. That's what he's got the same angle again. The problem is if you get the red, you could go in off. So he's got to be careful if he plays that shot. He could go in off. He could go in off. Oh, wow. How's that stopped?
He's not on it to the middle, is he?
No. I don't think he's on it anywhere. He might still be on the one at the top of the table. He is. He's got the gap. Oh, that might be reviewed. It is going to be reviewed.
Yeah, Tom Cousin's going to sit in his chair. That was tight.
What's the gut feel there for you?
I was looking at too many different things to consider, to be honest with you. I'm going to ask you the same question.
I think it's a foul. That's my gut feel. Yeah, our referee, Patricia Roberts, is into the production suite to analyse this one, and these are the tough ones to call. But gut feel, real time, he's just gone over. That's my gut feel. But
just heard I've got a parrot on my shoulder here. Tony Holgate saying, "No, not for me. It's okay." There's a few watching in this in the studio at the moment.
Well, our timekeeper, Orich Tesgau, has told us the soft signal is it was okay. So
interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. There's so much on. Let's just analyse it though. Looking at the table the way it is right now, even if it's okay, I still don't see how the great Tom Cousins gets out from here. I really don't. I don't see what he can do. I think right now Christophe Lambert should have very high hopes of getting an opportunity in this frame, whether this is a foul or not. Now, if it is a foul, he gets cue ball in hand, and it should be a fairly quick run out, and he has the next break. So this is huge.
Yeah. So I can tell you, as we wait for the decision to be made, and it is being thoroughly checked as it should be, we're able to take our time with this one. Can run you around a couple of scores around the tables here in Blackpool. Jordan Shepherd 6, Josh Kane 6. Cam Singleton's 4-3 up on Greg Batten. And I can tell you the roar that we heard, it was a Jordan Shepherd roar, and I know my Jordan Shepherd roars by this point, and I suspected it was bad news. And our roving reporter, the Chris Kamara of the group, if you will, Mark Shepherd, was on hand and was able to spot us that it was an in off the break cue ball in hand with Jordan Shepherd having momentum. What's the call?
It's okay. Call is it was okay. I still don't know what Tom's going to do. He's come around to see whether that yellow goes in the centre, but I don't think it does. But even if it does, how does he get there?
He's got to play such a good shot here. Yeah, it was so tough. So not quite academic, because you can see what he's left Christophe here is not nice.
Yeah, but if Christophe doesn't have the first shot on and has to wait a visit, then it does kill the clock. We've only got 2:40 left. No, he was on one. So keen for Christophe's perspective here that he does this quickly, because he wants to leave at least a minute for his own break and potential run as well.
There is a genuine opportunity here for a 6-red shootout.
If the red that's nearest the cushion goes, it makes things easier, because he can go...
It makes it so much easier.
He's going to pull back. He is going to pull back. That is a really interesting decision, and that's a really poor shot. I think he's left the pot on. Not sure if it goes, but I think he's left the potting angle if it does.
I think it's a brave call, and I can respect the call. I think he's left the plant. Oh, it was close, and he had left it. A gutsy call pays off for Christophe Lambert.
But what damage to the clock? Remember, he has the next break. Well, that helps.
Yeah, that'll do. 2-1.
Perfect angle to get on the last red as well.
He's going to have about a minute, I think. Maybe just a little bit less. I think it's a really clever shot from Christophe. I think it was actually badly executed, but I really like the idea. In goes the 8-ball, and we will have a minute to find a winner. And it's going to be on the Christophe Lambert break, which, well, let's face it, has been terrible in this match.
He's had one chance off his own break in the whole match.
Can Christophe Lambert secure a ball on the break?
What was the furthest he was behind? 4-1, wasn't he, at one point? From 1-1 to 4-1 in 3 straight off the break for Tom. He's clawed his way back to this point.
If you're in the arena watching this one, Christophe Lambert needs a good break.
Oh no, not again. Not again for Christophe Lambert.
He's got a ball. He's got a ball. Tom Cousins back in his chair.
I was going to say, he was halfway to the table.
But what a leave. There's no quick clearance here, is there?
No. No, there really is no quick clearance. He's got 2 bad yellows. He's got 1 bad yellow. He can get underneath it.
Does that go? If this goes, it's on. It didn't. Tom Cousins has a little jog to the table. Can he get out in 30 seconds? He would love to. He does not fancy a 6-red shootout, I can tell you that for free.
I think he should have called his extension. There's still 20 seconds left. There's only 4 shots for Christophe. Tom may have just missed a trick here.
Is he going to have a swipe at this yellow? 10 seconds. I don't think there's going to be the time. It's a hell of an effort from Christophe Lambert. Wow. But this brilliant matchup is going to go all the way. An absolute cracker. An almost instant classic here in the Pro Series. I'm going for a very wide break here. Almost cut breaking them. No, it is front ball.
What a break.
And it's perfect.
That's the best break I've ever seen Tom put in a 6-red.
Oh, look at this.
Just overhit that one. But this is still unbelievably good.
Is there anything he can't do? Is there anything he can't do? What a 6-red shootout from Tom Cousins.
We now need to get the record books out. That might be the second quickest ever. That was special.
He's been down once before. He's recovered. Can he pull off one last great escape?
It's a great break.
He couldn't, could he?
It's the perfect. Oh, if that red went to bottom left, it would have been perfect, and he could have done.
This is still very close. This is very, very close. Christophe Lambert! No. Astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. Well, Tom Cousins might be top cat, but it's Christophe Lambert who's got 9 lives. That is absolutely amazing.
I just can't believe what we've just seen. I really can't. That was absolutely outrageous from both of them. But to be 18 going second, that's as good as it gets.
What an incredible match, and the greatest ever Ultimate Pool 6-red shootout.